Wrestlers.
To witness this whole damn match. And The Rock.
Kick-ass sons of bitches in the ring.
Hey, wait a minute! It's The Rock! Exchanging.
But what wrestlers made impact in Hollywood and really took the world by storm on the big screen. Today we draft wrestlers in movies, but we ain't just talking about cameo roles. We're talking about main characters, basically their name on the poster. But today's draft, let's make it a little bit more intense. Let's make it a little bit more interesting. Once one wrestler is drafted with the movie of choice, they can't be drafted again.
What?
That's right, only once can a wrestler be drafted.
Do you understand me? Yes, I understand you.
So make your pick count. So basically, draft the top stars first. So who will get picked? And what movie role? Will it be The Rock saving the world? Or Batista in a cabin?
So you're catching grasshoppers.
Rowdy Roddy Piper in Frogtown?
Looks like your deal just got cancelled.
Kane as a monster? Andre the Giant protecting a princess? Miz kicking ass as a Marine? Hulk Hogan as a nanny? Or the GOAT himself, John Cena, in any of his action roles? So what deserves to be drafted? What deserves to be on our lists? Whatever it is, it's going to be a tough draft with these rules. With so many to pick from, it's going to be a draft-a-mania. And it's up to you to pick the winner. So join myself, Adsey, and Grandpa Popcorn at the bar, as today we will battle it out and draft our best top 5 films. What will be number 1? Who will have the best list? It's all up to you. So sit back, crack a drink, and join us. Let's see some blood. Yeah, just a warning. I am going to dog the shit out of you on this one, but what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Rob. Adsey is back. What's going on, man?
Not much, mate. Great to be here.
Oh boy, we've got a good one. We've got my favorite. We've got wrestlers. And the rules are fucking actually pretty damn hard because once a wrestler is gone, so once someone chooses The Rock, you can't choose The Rock anymore. It's going to be hard because we're going to get down to the shitty. And you little prick, you'll get disqualified if you try and pick Jesse Ventura in Predator because he wasn't a main star. He was just a sidekick. So don't be dogging. Grandpa's here. Got to say hi to Grandpa.
Ooh, what you gonna do when Grandpa Popcorn rumbles all over you, bitches?
Bitches. Yep. All right, we got rules. Rules are pretty simple, same every episode. Coin flip now instead of the monster race, so it goes quicker. Don't just pick for votes. Pick for the best box set. What you want to freaking put in your box set. Viewers, you will vote in the community section, and we'll do an ultimate winner. We've only got a couple of episodes left of season 1, so an ultimate winner on a live show very soon. Adsey, we're doing a coin flip. I always let you choose heads or tails. What do you got?
I'll go tails this time.
Tails, never heads.
Right. I wanted this one.
Yeah, you needed this. You needed this one. But
Fuck's
I am going to go. It's a pretty simple one for me. I'll put my wrestler up first. My bad. My wrestler is Rowdy Roddy Piper. And you already know. So mine is from 1988. They Live.
Well done.
This is one of my favorite movies of all time. If you haven't seen this, Rowdy Piper, this is his best movie. Apart from if we could have chosen both Rowdy Piper and you had this first, I would have got Hell Comes to Frogtown. I like that movie. It's pretty funny. But this one's the best. Put on the glasses. You can see the aliens. Everything about John Carpenter, what he did in this is fucking brilliant. One of John Carpenter's best. 100% in his top 5, but definitely my number 1. Roddy Piper was very good in this. The fight scene, I don't know the guy that he...
Keith David.
There we go. That fight scene that he has for about 6 minutes, 7 minutes in the alleyway.
Classic, man. Yeah.
And they don't stop. They just keep beating the shit out of each other. It's so good. It's so good. But this, mate, I had to take They Live because it's one of my favourite, mate, and I apologise now. But what do you think? One of the best movies?
Yeah, I think absolutely what you said. It's one of the best films ever made. It's one of John Carpenter's best. Rowdy's fantastic. Freaking Keith David. Meg Foster's in it. She's gorgeous and brilliant.
Yep.
And that scene, that fight scene's brilliant. I love the whole message of the film. About like conformity and all that. There's some groovy kills in it as well. Yeah, I've come here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of gum. And
that lady is such a bitch. That freaking
oh yeah. But it's fantastic, and it was my number 1 by far. And I think that's the win right there.
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
All right,
with
man.
my list, it is.
Yeah, with your list, we'll take Roddy Piper off. Roddy Piper, you're out of here. Who's your number 1 wrestler?
Oh God, I'm gonna go The Rock, and I'm gonna go Welcome to the Jungle, aka The Rundown.
Yes.
And this for me is one of it's probably his best film as an action star. I just love it, and it's badass. And you've got Sean William Scott as the funny sidekick who's Stifler in all the American Pie films.
Yep.
But yeah, it's fantastic. It's action packed, and there's some great cameos at the start as well. And that whole opening sequence is just brilliant. And directed by Peter Berg, and it's badass. Yeah, can't believe you got that.
Yeah, look, this was actually my next pick. And it's funny that you chose Welcome to the Jungle because a lot of people would have chosen a lot of his other movies, but I think Welcome to the Jungle is only in Australia called that. The Rundown's America.
Mm-hmm.
Man, William Scott is funny as fuck in it. There was a scene in this. There's a scene in this with the monkeys. Do you remember the monkeys?
Yep.
Okay, so if you haven't seen this movie, watch the scene with the monkeys. That's funny as shit. Christopher Walken's in this as well. I know you're a huge fan of Christopher Walken as well. He's brilliant. He's just freaking brilliant in this as the main bad guy. There's a few other freaking good actors in there as well, but this is just a classic. This is just where he started, really, after wrestling.
Oh, I agree. And it's kind of like you watch it and you knew he was going to be a movie star from that film. You know, you watch that film and you're like, yeah, he's going to be a massive star. He already was with the wrestling, but just as his screen presence, like we talk about this, we've talked about this before. Some actors just have it where it doesn't matter if their performance is great or if it's not. They've just got the presence, and you just can't take your eyes off them. And he's phenomenal. There you go.
Phenomenal. All right, Rock, you can fuck off. You can get out of here, Rock. All right. So my second pick, I'm going a little bit out of the ballpark here. I'm going a little bit out of the ballpark. Not saying I'm giving you a chance. I'm saying I'm just going with one of my fucking favorite wrestlers of all time, and it's not even a damn good movie. I'm going with the Hulkster. I'm going with Hulk Hogan, brother, and we're taking 1991 Suburban Commando. It's a god-awful movie, but it is one of those it's so good. It's so bad it's good. It is so stupid. I watched it again the other night, and it's so dumb, but it's so funny because Christopher Lloyd is in it as the dad. What's her name? Is the mum Christopher Lloyd's wife? She played Olive Oil in the Popeye movie. Shining.
Freaking
She
Shelley Duvall.
just passed
Yeah,
away,
yeah.
so she's the mum. There's actually a few good actors in there. Undertaker does a cameo in it as one of the bad guys. But if you haven't seen this, it's just stupid. It's a stupid movie. He's a space commander from fucking outer space and crashes on Earth. He's walking around with all this big gear on and all that shit, and ends up bloody bunking with renting a room with Christopher Lloyd. It's a stupid movie. He's looking for some battle galactic shit. It is dumb. I love it. It definitely deserves to be in my box set because I've got two 80s wrestlers in there, Roddy Piper and Hulk Hogan, so it kind of fits the box set that we're going for. Some cheesy 80 movies, both of them, even though one's totally different to the other. But what do you think of Suburban Commando, man? It's just so bad it's good.
Definitely, and I grew up on it, so it's got a soft spot, and it was my next pick. I mean, it's just fun. It's absolutely fun, and I had a ball with it as a kid. I've watched it recently, still had a ball. And Hulk steals the show, and it's a great film. It's I can't believe you've gotten these
Oh shit! Hey, there's still a lot of good wrestlers left. Yeah. So who's your second wrestler?
I'm going with. I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm going with Stone Cold Steve Austin.
No.
And I'm going the Marine.
No, that is John Cena.
Not the Marine, sorry. And he could be on the fucking list. Whatchamacallit? What's it called? Oh.
The Condemned.
The Condemned. That's it.
Yeah, I thought that's what you were after.
No, I was reading a different one.
Sorry about that. Just ignore John Cena popping up, then you can't see him.
Oh, shit, I'm totally fucked now. But this is fun. It's like a film you'd find on Tubi. But Stone Cold is my favorite wrestler. Growing up in the 90s, and he was just fantastic. Cracking the beers and he was like a childhood hero sort of thing for us. And I mean, he only did he's done a few cameos, but it was the only film I think where he was front and center.
He does one front and center with Steven Seagal.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got it on Blu-ray. It's bad.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, this is bad as well. But again, it's kind of so bad it's good. And
this is good. This is good.
Yeah. There's a couple of good action scenes, and Stone Cold's awesome as always. But I mean, it's about a 6. I mean, you have some fun and then you forget about it.
It's basically Battle Royal. It's Battle Royal and Hunger Games had a baby.
Yeah, and you definitely need a couple of beers with it.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
But the thing is, everyone owns this that has a big DVD collection. I own it. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. No, I had it on DVD at one point, but I don't have it anymore. I think I took it down to Ashes.
I probably brought it for $1 because I remember buying it for $1.
Yeah, you probably bought it. My copy at Ashes.
That's a good choice, man. That's freaking. It's a good movie. And you got two. Hey, you've got the Rock and Stone Cold so far. So it's Attitude Era so far versus the original 80s.
They Live. It's my whole list versus They Live.
It is. Come on, everyone watches the best box set, not just the one movie. What one would you want to buy? But I'm going. There's some big names there that I could pick, but I'm going a little bit left field here because I want a little bit of fucking Goldberg action.
Nice.
Fucking Goldberg. And I am choosing Universal Soldier: The Return from 1999.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Goldberg is just another set of these fucking soldiers. You've seen this, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's another set of these soldiers that snap and get programmed to go fucking bad. Jean-Claude Van Damme's in it. This is actually, I hadn't watched it since VHS, and I've got it on DVD, and I watched it again the other night to see if it was worthy of my list, and it's actually not a bad movie. It's actually not too bad. It's got a fucking wicked soundtrack with a lot of Megadeth in it and shit like that, but it's not a bad movie, and Van Damme was pretty good in it. Goldberg wasn't too bad in it as well. What's his name was in it? Spawn.
Freaking
God, I can't think of his
Michael
name.
Jai White.
Yep,
I think.
yep.
Yeah.
That's the name. Yeah, so he's in it as well. Yeah, there you go. It's funny that he's in it as well because he dies in the first one in a totally different character in the bush, something like that. Watch an interview with him. He plays like a fucking 30-second cameo in the jungle.
Oh, he does too. Yeah. Forgot about that. Yeah.
And then he's one of the main fucking guys in this one as a different character.
Yeah. But
this
great
is,
choice. I've got it on Blu-ray, yeah.
Yeah, this is what it is, this movie. It's another so bad it's so good. It's not something that you want to put on every year, but it was fun. It's fun. It's going in my box set. I'm sticking with it. Goldberg, you're next.
Great choice, mate. I'm going to go with Dave Bautista, and I'm going to go Knock at the Cabin.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I mean, he's done some. I mean, he's done some great work, sidekick work that I won't get into, but I think most people will know what I'm referring to.
Yeah.
But which there's some masterpieces there, and he's such a good actor. He's a brilliant actor. You know, like you just look at the opening scene in Blade Runner 2049. With Gosling, you know, he just, you know, he holds his own and he's fantastic in it. But with this one, he's fantastic again, you know, and he's scary and also like it's like you've trying to with the film, you're sitting there going, is he telling the truth? You know, is this going to happen? Is it not going to happen? You know? And you're on the edge of your seat, and it's M. Night Shyamalan, and I thought it was great. You know, there's with Shyamalan, there's some, you know, a bit awkward dialogue in it. But I mean, it's just, again, it's fun, it's thrilling. You know, you got a few scares there, and I mean, and he's great, and the rest of the cast is great as well. But him in particular, he owns the film. You know, that had to be on the list. So I'm just glad you didn't get it.
Yeah, he's so good in everything. That was my next pick. He's so good in everything that he does. I just had to get Goldberg in. I had a feeling that you might have had Universal Soldier on your list.
I did.
I had a feeling that you were going to try and get it near the end. But yet, Bautista, he's done so many good ones, but this is one of his best performers. And you're 100% correct. You're watching this going, is he fucking telling the truth?
Yeah.
Or the whole movie, and he's so convincing.
Mm-hmm.
But he was telling the truth.
He was, yeah. I didn't want to spoil it in case anyone hadn't seen it.
Well, sorry about this. Whoops.
It's like the twist ending. He is telling the truth.
Yeah, it happens. Sorry about this.
Bruce Willis is dead at the end. If you haven't seen it, move along.
Oh, yeah. Move on. Get over it. I'm going with an Aussie for my next one. I want to chuck in a horror.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you probably never heard of Nathan Jones before, but you would recognise who he is. He's been in a lot of extras in movies. A lot of extras in movies. I think he was one of the big guys in one of the last Mad Max movies, and he's been in a lot of cameo. Yep. He's been in a lot of cameo movies anyway. Nathan Jones came to the WWE about 2002 or 3. Only lasted about a year and a half. His gimmick is a prisoner from Australia who broke out of the fucking prison. Anyway, he's a fucking wrestler. But he did a movie that I really enjoyed, which is it's pretty bad, but it's good.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Charlie's Farm. This is from 2014.
Mm-hmm.
He plays the big monster. He plays the big fucking like mutated like hillbilly prick out in the friggin' woods. Some campers go camping. They're in the outback Australia, and they ignore all the warnings and all that, and still go to visit Charlie's farm. And Charlie, which is Nathan Jones, just goes on a killing spree. There's some fucked up scenes, like one of the guys taking a piss and he fucking chops his dick off. There's some it's pretty violent. It takes about 40 minutes to get into. It is Aussie. And as soon as I say who one of the main star is besides Nathan Jones, it's Tara Reid. You know what kind of movie it is. Yeah, so you know what kind of movie it is. I know you haven't seen this, but I recommend everyone have a little watch of it. It's only a 5 out of 10 movie. But if you're going to get a box set, well, why not? You got to, you can't pay big bucks for some of these box sets sometimes with all the big titles in them. the company's got to pay a fortune to the distributor.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
It's like whenever you got one of those 100% hits and all that stuff back in the 90s. If they had like a main artist, they wouldn't have one of their main songs on it. It would just be a shitty song from one of their albums.
Yeah. And like the royalties, yeah. I mean, like it's I want to say it now. The way you described it sounds awesome. So
it's very funny. It's got a good story. I think it's got a cool storyline as well. It's a typical same old some Aussies with Tara Reid, and basically, it was a good movie. It's nice and violent. It's dumb. It's sit back with a beer and watch, and you enjoy. Simple.
Yeah. No, awesome, mate. Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely check that out in the upcoming future.
Oh, definitely. Charlie's Farm. All right, that's what do you got? We're rolling through this. You've got your number 4 pick.
Yeah. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to go Trish Stratus, and I'm going to go Bail Enforcers.
Okay, I've never seen this.
Yeah, I've watched it on. I think it was Tubi or Plex or one of them. I mean,
yeah.
It's woeful. I mean, but I love Trish Stratus. So I mean, and she's like growing up as a young fella, she was like absolutely, she was badass. She was beautiful, as a wrestler, So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think we both grew up with her, and
we did. We did.
But yeah, this film is bad. All right, it's about a 3, right? But it's, I think as well, it's the only. I think she did 1 or 2. But yeah, that's the one that I watched on. I think it was Tubi. I don't know if it's still on there because it was back in the day as well. So
I'm gonna have to watch this.
yeah, it's crazy, and it's an action flick. It's one of these sorts of films, and she's badass in it though. She's just playing herself basically. With a different character name, but she does wrestling moves in it and all sorts of stuff. But yeah, I can't exactly remember the story, but I just remember it being really, really bad.
It looks bad. It looks
bad. But yeah, that's a 3, but she's a 10. Yeah.
I've never seen this one, so I've just written that down on IMDb. So I'm gonna give that one a crack because I do like good old Trish.
Yeah.
Who didn't like good old Trish and Lita fight?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on, Grandpa wants to say something.
Out of all of his movies, you picked that?
That's what I got to say about that.
Grandpa. Now, at the start, I said I'm going to dog you.
I thought you've already dogged me. What are you going to do?
I'm talking dog you. Like, I'm really going to fucking... Yeah, look, I've almost got the win with fucking They Live anyway, but I've prepared something to play a little video here on the screen just so you know how you're about to get dogged. This goes for about 90 seconds. So turn your volume on. Don't get angry and walk off because I've dogged you. Ready for this?
Who can score the pinball here? Arquette, 1, 2, 3. What's going on here? David Arquette won the world title. David Arquette is the world champion. Never in my life.
Legends of Wrestling, one of the biggest events of the year, 10,000 fans in attendance as Ken Anderson takes on David Arquette.
It's the biggest disgrace in professional wrestling history.
David Arquette, what's going on?
Untrained Hollywood actor wins most prestigious championship.
His involvement in wrestling really hurt his career.
10 years of rejection. That's crazy.
Wrestling's not fake, guys. Wrestling's not fake.
One last time, I have to really prove myself.
Yeah, I'm cooked. You've put the final nail in. I mean, I've seen that film as well, and I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck, I forgot.
Yeah. He was a professional wrestler, counted as a professional wrestler. He won the world title right there. WCW World Champion. So my pick, my friends, watching, I've just dogged him.
Fuck.
David Arquette, the 1996 Scream.
All right, I'm not that mad because it's a great move. I respect the move.
It was a dirty, dirty tactic, which I had planned.
I know you did.
To keep it as my number 5 pick. I was just hoping to God you wouldn't have thought of it because I thought he's going to think outside the box and choose Scream first. I just fucking had a feeling of it. So I've got Scream. We've all seen Scream. Fantastic with the ghost face. Sergeant Dewey. There's nothing else I need to say about this movie. We've talked about it enough. Great performance. Anything you'd like to say about this professional wrestler? Former world champion, by the way. Former world champion. Because I only have world champions on my list. Oh no, Nathan Jones was shit. But anyway.
Well, I love David Arquette. I've loved him since Scream days, and I saw that fucking You Can't Kill David Arquette, and I loved it. And I just completely forgot because he is a legit wrestler.
Yeah.
And just how passionate he is about it, in the documentary.
Yes.
And you can tell he loves it, and I'm mad, but I respect it. Yeah. It's a brilliant pick.
I said at the start I'm going to dog you, so I just gave you a warning. I gave you a warning, but yeah.
A bit speechless actually. Yeah, I can't believe I forgot about that. But yeah, brilliant choice, and yeah, I've got nothing but respect. And great choice, mate. Great move.
Good move. Grandpa does want to say something.
I used to wrestle back in the 1920s. The first world champion of your great-grandma's virginity.
Thank you, Grandpa. So you've got a fair few decent names left.
Yeah.
You got one decent name left that you can't see.
Yeah, I've already said it by accident. John Cena, the Marine.
Oh, you on the Marine?
Yeah.
Marine, yeah, good choice.
Yeah. Heaps of fun action flick, about a 5, but he's great in it, and he's in a lot of stuff now, but I like that choice because it was like one of his first ones, and I mean, and he's so funny as well, all the comedies he's been in, he nails them, And he's such a presence again, like The Rock and Batista. You know, it's a great film if you like, pretty much straight to video action films, but the art of ball with it. And I love him. Yeah, I think he's great. So.
Oh, bloody good. I love The Wall as well, the one that he did where he's hiding behind the wall with the sniper.
Yeah,
that was a banger, that one too. But I love The Marine. I love it. I did a review on it. I think I might have given it a 7 because when you watch it again, I feel like, how long has it been since you watched The Marine, to be honest? Like, honestly.
About 5 years.
Watch it again. When I watched it again and did my review, I remember I gave it like a 4 or 5 when I first saw it. I just gave it a 7. Watch it again, sit back with a freaking beer. You got Robert Patrick in it. I mean, not Robert. Yeah. Hold on.
T-1000.
Yeah. As the main bad guy. But this, I feel like when I went back and watched this, that this brought back the style of 80s and early 90s action movies, because this is 2005 or whatever it is. We were lacking for about 5 years of the over the top 90s, 80s action style. And this, I reckon, this movie, when you watch it again, you go, this fucking movie brought it back. This movie brought back fucking the silliness and just explosions galore. Good on John Cena for doing it. I think he's great for doing it. I think it was a good movie.
So is it like sort of a Roadhouse sort of film, like that sort of vibe, or
this one?
Yeah,
I think this is. I think The Marine is. I think because his wife gets kidnapped. Well, what happens in every Stallone movie in the fucking 80s and 90s? Wife gets kidnapped. Arnold Schwarzenegger, wife gets kidnapped. Fucking Van Damme, wife gets kidnapped, and then he's dodging bullets. All them do that, and fucking stupid explosions, and beats the shit out of everyone. Just brings it all back.
Yeah, no, I love that type of film. So yeah, I'll definitely be checking it out again. And because it's been like 5 years, I vaguely remember it. So don't take my 5 out of 10 with a grain of salt, because I'll check it out again. And yeah,
no, but that's what I gave it as well originally when I saw it, and then when I watched it again to do that review, I was just like, "Fuck, this is actually pretty good." It's like so over the top. It's so over the top, and you're just like, his acting's pretty shit. Like, in some bits, his acting's a bit freaking, come on, dude. But
who cares?
Yeah, exactly. Apart from that, I think it's freaking wicked. Okay, so let's chuck up on the screen our let's do it. So you've got Welcome to the Jungle, The Condemned, Knock at the Cabin, Trish Stratus's Bail in Forces, and The Marine. It's a pretty good list, actually. It's a pretty good list. They've all freaking had fights against each other, so you've got a good one there. I've got They Live, Suburban Commando, Universal Soldier: The Return, Charlie's Farm. Definitely ever watched that, and Scream. How did I get Scream? Wrestler was in Scream. How did I get David Arquette? How did I get David Arquette?
It's a dog move, but I love the move. Yeah, it's brilliant.
It was a real big dog move, but it had to be done, didn't it?
It did, yeah. Oh, I should have remembered. But I love it.
You should have remembered. Yeah. But hey, look, we got through. I thought it was going to be harder than it was. There was a few that we could have got on there, but I think we got the best of them. The Miz could have gone on. The Miz could have gone on there with one of his Marines, Randy Orton with 12 Rounds 2. And he was in. Randy Orton was in. I've never seen Condemned 2, but Randy Orton was in Condemned 2. Haven't seen that. So there's a few other ones. Yeah. That's.
I think we did well, mate. Yeah,
I think that's it for that one. Otherwise, we would have had the Big Show in one of his fucking movies with.
He's done some bad,
or whatever his name. And then there's Triple H with the chaperone. Oh God, we could have had that. Yeah, there was some baddies.
I had a good one. I had that I was going to pick, but I thought that it was just too silly. But I got Becky Lynch because I love Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
And the Marine 6.
Yeah. With Shawn Michaels and The Miz.
Yeah.
So you could have had Shawn Michaels, Becky Lynch, or The Miz in that one because they were all fucking. That wasn't too bad. I'm going to be doing a review on that soon because I want to do all the Marines. And I just watched Marine 2, which I need to do a review on and film. Ted DiBiase Jr. is the main star of that one. It's only a 5 out of 10, that movie, but it's actually not bad as well. It's actually got an all right storyline. I don't mind the Marine movies. They're a bit silly, but fucking kids running through the alleyway. Fucking little pricks. But yeah, they're good movies. They're good movies. They're try-hard lethal weapons type of things. Anyway,
No,
enough blubbering out of us.
Yeah. Sorry, man.
Yeah, check out Charlie's Farm, and I want to check out Trish Stratus and her movie. And don't forget to like, subscribe, do what the fuck you want. But remember to vote in the community section. We've only got one more episode until we do our finale live where we count up all the votes that you vote. So make sure you vote. It's very important because I know I'll be getting this vote hopefully, but Adsey's been winning a lot lately, so he's been catching up to me. But we still don't know the proper scores. So, yep, like, subscribe, do what the fuck you want. Make sure you say hi to your mum for us. We'll be back next week with whatever we do. It's going to be a good one for the last episode before the final count. We'll see you next Wednesday. See you.